Hello?
Hi. Welcome back to
What
the
the
Deaf
deaf?
podcast.
Okay, Carly, our outfits are matching. I mean, we didn't plan on this.
Yeah, I was going to say, we did not plan on this at
No, 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 no,
all.
no. Again, we always tend to do things that,
It's so weird.
honestly, things happen to us. We wear the same clothes always. It's kind of a thing with us. And many people always say, "Did you guys plan your outfits?"
And I'm like,
No,
no, we just happen to have the same clothes.
we just think alike. That's all.
Yeah.
But speaking of random things that happen, honestly, when we said in the first episode that the universe likes to test us, we're not kidding at all.
We are not.
And I will explain. We have a story time for you all. A few. Two in particular.
Ooh, we have to start with that one. Yep, that one and then this one.
Let's talk about this one. I mean, we have to because it talks about you moving here and the process of that. No, wait, no, no, no. Wait, I'm wrong. You already moved here.
Yeah.
You already moved. I'm wrong. Again, COVID has merged everything together.
So we had a weekend where our friends came to visit us.
Mm-hmm.
And we were so excited. We had everything planned out. Everything was perfect. And then somehow we got home from, I think it was the beach, right? Yeah, I think it was. Yeah,
Right.
we were in our swimsuits and we got back and we all needed to take turns taking a shower to get ready for the night and, bundle up, watch a movie, whatever. Didn't happen. You know why? We just sat down on the couch and me being me, good old me, I spotted a spider moving on the wall, literally right above Sarah's head. And me being Sarah's best friend, I know how much Sarah hates spiders.
I hate small, big, does not matter. I do not discriminate. I hate those. I hate all types of spiders.
So I still, was in the mindset. I'm like, hey, you know what? This will be funny to tell her. So I said, hey, Sarah, there's a spider right there. And it was game over. It was the end. The drama came out.
Okay, even worse, Carly decided to go ahead and film the whole thing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I filmed the entire.
Okay, wait. However, I didn't realize that our friend was also afraid of spiders.
Yeah. So both her and our friend were trying to figure out how to kill the spider or
No. Wait.
remove
Not
it.
kill. Our friend. I wanted to kill the spider. Our friend decided,
Yes.
no, she
you're
wanted to
right.
be a good person and not kill the spider. She doesn't tend to kill spiders.
So they're trying to figure this out. They brought out a trash can and try to get it that way, failed. And then they brought out, I don't know, all sorts of ideas to the point where they brought out a cup. And then they freaked out because the spider fell into the cup.
No, not the cup. We tried the cup. We failed the cup. It was an Amazon. I mean, thanks, Amazon. It was an Amazon box. An Amazon box that we tried to carry.
Yes, that's what it was. Yes.
The spider did fall in the
So they're
box.
all trying all these different things and they're running around and they brought it back outside.
Carly was filming the entire time, right? Remember that?
Oh, I was following them. Oh, it was good practice for the entertainment industry. I had to follow them, film them, make sure I got the good frames, good positioning, and joke's on me. I don't know how Jenny's going to interpret that, but
sorry, interpreter.
That specific sign, but yeah, joke's on me. Her door had shut when we ran outside. So as I'm trying to film this entire thing, the door shuts. And the spider was safe. It's outside. We celebrated. And I realized the door was shut and we were officially locked out.
And then a moment of sadness just started creeping in. Then I was like, okay, you know what? It's fine. We sat down. I called my mom, who had an extra key. So I called my mother. I swallowed my pride and called her. And I said, hey, we locked ourselves out. Can you come over with an extra key? And you have to understand, it was like 11 o'clock at night. So thank God my mom answered. My mom drove over to my house with the spare key. I took the key and put it in the door. And it wasn't working.
It was the wrong key.
It was the wrong key. Epic fail.
And it was 11 p.m. After a day at the beach. I was ready to go to sleep.
And you have to understand, I had a volleyball practice the next day at 6 a.m. 6 a.m. Again, I will repeat it. 6 in the morning. Which means I have to get up at 5. So, okay, I was like, okay, you know what, fine. We all got in my mom's car, drove to my parents' house to find the right key. And we started looking and wait. Sarah, future Sarah, who's voicing over, figure out what to say in this sign. We didn't find the right key. My mom did not have an extra key. And the reason why was because that one, Carly moved in with me. And I gave her my extra key. And I didn't have a copy for my mom.
Well, wait. To clarify, though, her mom did tell her to please make her an extra key, and she never did it. So,
you really just threw me under the bus. Thanks.
You threw me under the bus, so I had to throw you back under.
Fine. I guess it's an equal friendship. So we're still locked out. and during nighttime, we tried to call a locksmith, but there were none that were open until the next morning. So what do we do during that time? Because I had volleyball the next day, I told Carly, luckily she moved into my parents' house, that she has clothes. And I borrowed her spandex and her shirts and her shoes, which were basketball shoes, not even volleyball shoes. And, worst part, I didn't even have my phone. My phone, my keys.
I was the only one that had a phone.
Because she was filming the whole thing.
And I still have this video.
We'll release it on our social media. You guys can see it. But I didn't have anything. I actually had to do the old school, like Google Maps.
Your mom had to print out a map quest
and figure out how to get to my volleyball practice because I didn't have a phone. Carly wouldn't let me borrow her phone.
No, I did. I offered and you said, nope, map quest. You did.
Okay, fine.
Of course, I would always offer my phone.
No, I just wanted to try my navigation skills and see if it worked. And I made it. I was successful. And the next day we were able to have a locksmith copy like 5 or 6 keys to make sure that will never happen again.
How many keys do you have now?
I copied like 8, but I distributed it to different people.
You gave them out. Oh, perfect.
And so if I get locked out, I'll be fine.
And can you imagine, like with all this commotion that went on, this little spider is just happy. Yeah, just a happy spider thinking I'm free. Nobody killed me today.
And the spider can torture other people.
Like, honestly, even Sarah's mom was like, can you just think where the spider's at right now? Like, and I'm like, yeah.
And it can have a party.
Yep.
And torture someone else. Honestly, that was just one little story that was really fun. But now the next story. Okay, I just have to say I love my car. I love my car.
So we decided to go to Lake Powell. Well, before this, when I was moving from Nebraska to California, we had stopped at Lake Powell on the way. And it is a gorgeous place. It won our hearts. And we decided, yes, we absolutely have to come back here. So our time was up and we said, it's been a year.
1 year anniversary. It's all good.
We want to celebrate our anniversary, our birthdays, everything. And we decided, okay, we're going to go to Lake Powell. And we took Sarah's car.
Because it's an SUV. It's nice.
Yeah, we were going to plan on going to the beach. We're going to camp.
And because last time when we went to Lake Powell,
we were going to go all out.
We saw other cars that were parked on the beach and they were camping and we thought, perfect.
Oh, it was amazing.
Like, it's beautiful. Like, we can totally do that. It's easy.
So before we took off on this trip, I called my parents and I explained to them, I was like, oh, we're going to go to Lake Powell. We're going to take the SUV and put it on the beach, and told them this whole thing. And my dad's like, hey, just a heads up, be careful with the sand because you might get stuck. And it's really hard to drive on the sand. And my dad had experience before. And I'm like, Dad, it's fine. Like, I saw so many people on the beach, like, and they were driving a car. Okay. They didn't have 4x4s. They weren't raised or anything like that. They had a car on the beach. We're going to be fine. And we have an SUV.
And also my aunt did tell my parents and let them know that Lake Powell, the water level was really low.
Yep.
So just a warning. And we were like, oh, no big deal.
We just didn't connect the two.
Fine.
We're like 2 different situations, 2 different experiences. We are fine. We'll be okay. So that day we had arrived to the Airbnb. We got everything arranged and it was good. The next day we were going to go to the beach and we loaded up everything into the SUV, including our drinks, our
Food,
floaties, and
everything.
it was loaded up. We were so excited.
Oh, and our stand-up paddleboards.
Oh, the stand-up paddleboards. We never got to that.
No, wait, explain why.
So we borrowed her uncle's stand-up paddleboard and we even loaded that up. I mean, we worked hard. It was a lot of work. And so we took off. We got to the same place. We were like, oh, I totally remember this. These were good memories a year ago. This is exactly where we want to be. Yeah, we were excited. I had literally just told Sarah and I was like, hey, just be careful. Because remember my dad said that we might sink in the sand, but I think it's just important that we follow the tire tracks and we'll be good. We'll be totally fine. And Sarah's like, really? And I'm like, oh yeah, we're good. Not even 30 seconds later, 30 seconds. Granted, we had just passed this sign that said, warning, if you get stuck at your own risk.
And we did risk it. And I stepped on the gas.
Literally, not even. We didn't even make it past the sign and we sunk into the sand.
And even worse, Carly thought I was joking. I did step on the gas and I was like, Carly, I don't think I can go anywhere. I'm literally pushing on the gas and the tires are spinning.
And I looked at Sarah and I'm like, really? After I just told you, like, obviously just follow the tire tracks. Like, stop joking.
Nope.
And she wasn't. Yeah, I could feel the tires just spinning out. And I'm like, oh.
And we thought, okay, fine. Like, no worries. We can get out of this situation. We totally can push the car. So we got out of the car and dug behind the tires.
Oh my gosh.
And it was windy.
Oh my gosh.
Like,
it was bad.
Windy that day. So we started digging and the wind and the sand was getting in our eyes because of the wind. It was just terrible. But we were digging and we got back in the car and we stepped on the gas and it sunk some more.
And literally, like the tire, like half of the tire was in the sand.
Yeah.
Like half of the tire was
stuck.
Like it was no joke. We were stuck.
But we thought, it's okay. I saw a ranger station.
And then that guy came over and offered the little thing to put in.
No. First ranger station.
No.
Okay, I'm wrong. Okay.
Oh, no, that was no, the other guy with the truck. He had the shovel.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That was first.
Yeah, no, he had a shovel and like he had the equipment. So we're like, we started shoveling and digging and nothing. We could not move. And so the guy had offered us a ride to take us up to the road. And I'm like, okay. So we went ahead and hopped in and got out into the road. And we walked like 1 mile. It was so hot and windy and we're in the desert. So we walked and got to where we needed to go and said, we're stuck. And the guy laughed at us and he was like, oh, that happens all the time to so many people. You're going to have to call a tow truck.
And also, I didn't have my hearing aid in. I couldn't call myself.
Yeah.
So I typed on my phone to the ranger and I said, can you call for us and give us your text number because we're deaf. Can you give us your text number? And let us know when the tow truck is coming. And he said, sure. So he called the tow truck company and said, it's probably going to take like 1 hour, 2 hours max. So we are like, okay. So we just decided to walk back to our car and accept our fate. We popped up in the trunk and grabbed 2 drinks and started drinking.
And we started drinking.
And sat with our trunk open, waiting for the tow truck to come. And you have to understand, we had 2 more people come to try to help us, and both of them just failed. But we gave them our seltzer water in return for their help. And maybe like 30 minutes later, finally.
And again, it was so windy. Like I cannot emphasize how bad it was. It was so windy to the point where we had to like hide in the car and avoid being outside. Like I wanted to be out there laying out, get my tan on.
Nope. No.
We had to like coop up in the car to avoid the wind.
It was just bad. And my right eye does not blink, so the wind does not help.
Yeah.
It became swollen. It was not nice. But anyways, like I said, 30 minutes go by, and finally a group of people, I mean, really, Carly and I did not expect anyone to come. We were just drinking and talking. And then 5 people just came into our peripheral, scared the shit out of us. And they were like, do you want help? And we were like, oh, no, it's fine. We're waiting for a tow truck. And he's like, no, the 5 of us can definitely help get the car out. And I said, okay, fine, sure, try. And they actually got us out.
Yeah. Those 5 people knew what they were doing. I mean, they were steering it and they pushed and they got us out. And we were like, yes, like, oh my gosh. And so we drove back onto the road.
Parked far away.
And I mean, we drove and parked so far away on the road in a safe spot to make sure that we were at a safe place. And we're like, do we want to go back on the water or do we want to go back home? Home being our Airbnb and continue drinking. And we're like, no, after the day that we had with the wind and the sun, no, we are getting in the water. We deserve to be in the water, period. Never again will we go on the sand. So we walked and I don't know how many miles was that, Sarah?
It was like 1.5. It took us like an hour.
And it was so windy. Our floaties were like flying away over our heads. Like, oh my gosh.
And it wasn't like an easy walk. It was straight down.
Yeah.
It was worth it.
Yeah. And we finally got to the water and got in, and it was so refreshing and so nice. But like not even 2 minutes later, Sarah and I looked at each other. We're like, it's time to go home. Our day's over. So we walked all the way back to the car. And yeah. So the moral of the story is the universe likes to test us.
But again, it's also about mindset. We both could have been really frustrated, mad, upset.
Oh, yes.
Over it.
Car and
the spider with the car. But we both just looked at each other and just started laughing. Whether we are sad about it or we laugh it off, the situation stays the same. We just decided to go ahead and make the best out of it and just continue with our lives. And it actually made for a great story.
Yeah. Still, it was an awesome trip.
Oh my God, yeah. It was the best. I mean, even a horrible situation like that, we still were able to make a positive impact. It's all about mindset and how we perceive things. And I hope these stories inspire you all to kind of take a look at yourself and see how you would handle these kinds of situations. Would you be upset? Would you be frustrated? Or would you take this and be like, how can we make this fun?
Yeah. I actually look forward to the next test that the universe puts us through. Like, bring it on.
Oh, Lord. Bring it on. But if you all want to share any of your stories and your experiences of situations that you changed to make a fun experience, let us know. Email us at what? Oh, how do I always do this?
Follow us on Instagram at whatthedef or email us at questions@whatthedef.com.
Thank you. Again, the universe likes to test me and make sure that I still know our email address because I still, after 3 seasons, I don't know it.
Nope.
That's okay. That's why I have you all. You all know it.
We'll see you next week,
everyone. Bye.
We would like to thank dpan.tv and their services at aslcaptions.com for making the transcripts and captions of this podcast accessible for everyone.
If you're looking for captioning or transcript services, they do amazing work.